GMOs. Are GMOs bad for you, or is this fear unfounded? Well, look around you. What do you see? Right now, you are looking at the screen, and you're probably seated somewhere. If you are at home, you could be sitting with your pets, and if you have a dog, you might be next to your pet dog. This dog of yours is, guess what? A GMO! Dogs are one of the first GMOs made by humans, and you probably have no problem with them. Everything we eat, from corn to beef to even our organic blueberries, have been genetically modified, not by scientists, but by us. We, or at least our ancestors at one point, genetically modified our food, and it still continues to be done by every farmer. This method of genetically modifying our food is called selective breeding, because of the fact that farmers want to grow the most amount of food without consuming too much effort or land. They will naturally replant the seeds of the best performing plants. On the other hand, we have the kind of GMOs that everybody thinks are bad, and are, if and only if, they are used maliciously and or improperly. The GMOs these days are just a step up from selective breeding. In selective breeding, you take the organisms with the best traits for you, while with GMOs, you take the best organisms and add the genetics you find advantageous. This may sound very bad, as though genetics could do some serious damage to us, but the thing is that the GMOs have passed a colossal amount of tests, and a massive amount of regulations have to be taken into account. These GMOs could be good and bad, and there is no long-term data to suggest either way, except for on the good side. The GMOs in use today are mainly GMOs that make it easier for farmers, such as GM corn. Genetically modified corn is made to be corn and a pesticide all in one. That's why 80% of the corn grown in Canada is genetically modified, using the soil bacteria, Bacillus thuringiensis, or Bt, as a toxin in every cell of the plant, means that even the corn that we eat has it. If a corn earworm decides to eat a bit of the corn, it will also ingest the Bt. The Bt attaches to the receptors of some insect's guts. Then they rupture the insect's guts, killing it. In Canada, the following GM crops and animals are on the market. Number 1, GM canola. Number 2, GM corn. Number 3, GM soy. Number 4, GM sugar beet. White sugar beet for sugar processing only. Number 5, GM alfalfa for animal feed only. Number 6, GM Atlantic salmon. The majority of the GMOs end up as processed foods and animal feed. The following GMOs are also grown around the world. GM apple, grown in the Washington state. Number 8, GM papaya from Hawaii. Number 9, GM squash from the US. Some varieties, including yellow crookneck squash. Number 10, GM cotton, grown in the US, China, and India. Number 11, genetically modified pineapple, grown in Costa Rica. The GM, corn, soy, and cotton make up for the majority of the GM crops. In fact, it accounts for 99% of all GMOs produced in the world. If you take GM cotton, for example, then you can see that it uses far less water, while at the same time producing more cotton. In fact, GMO cotton looks and feels just like regular cotton. It is easy, durable, lightweight, soft, breathable, and also absorbent. GMO cotton is a natural material, bio-based, biodegradable, compostable, and recyclable, according to some sources, except can GMO cotton really be compostable and recyclable and bio-based and a natural material? Huh? I don't know. Anyways, as GMO cotton is breathable, it can be worn in warm weather and lets air pass through it. For such reasons, GMO cotton is far better for the environment than normal cotton. Other GM foods are simply better. A quote from MedlinePlus.gov says that GMOs can result in